A new Jurassic World animated show is on the way, and it's called Chaos Theory. Fans of Camp Cretaceous will be excited to learn that this all-new animated Netflix series is actually a sequel series to that show, and will take us back into the world of dinosaurs. With more information on the show set to be unveiled this November, it makes us wonder what characters from Camp Cretaceous will return. Will we see the entire gang of campers, or will the show favour a smaller selection this time round? My name's Jack from Jurassic Outpost, and this is who we think will return in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Don't forget, you can learn more about Chaos Theory by checking out some of our latest videos where we explore everything we know about the show so far, along with the top rumours that we've heard. Jurassic World Chaos Theory is going to be an all-new adventure set within the Jurassic universe and will take us closer to the events of Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Dominion. While it is going to be something new, it is positioning itself as a sequel series, a follow-up series to Camp Cretaceous, which saw a gang of 6 campers become stranded on Isla Nublar after the Indominus Rex breaks out and causes havoc across the island. With that, there's reason to believe many of the favourite characters will make an appearance in the show, but we're not sure yet who the show will focus on. Camp Cretaceous introduced us to the characters of Darius, Ben, Yasmina, Brooklyn, Kenji, and Sammy, who at first may have clashed heads, but became a tight-knit group that required each other's various skills for survival on the many adventures they had. So who from this group do we think will return? We know for a sure fact that Darius will be the star of the show. Chaos Theory is taking us further ahead in the timeline from where we last left the campers, so Darius will appear much older than we see him through the majority of Camp Cretaceous. Darius is a dino fanatic and, after some awkward confrontations in the first season, ends up becoming the leader of the group. His knowledge of dinosaur behavior and calm approach to stressful situations allowed the gang to survive some difficult situations and help them navigate the various threats across the island. After his time spent on the islands and with the various encounters he had, there's no reason to doubt that the character will be getting wrapped up in the world of dinosaurs once again. We saw Darius's excited look when the Brachiosaurus appeared by his house. That excitement will drive him towards dinosaurs again in Chaos Theory.
Look, bro, I don't want you to be intimidated by me just because I'm rich.
When Kenji first arrived on the island at the beginning of Camp Cretaceous, the self-appointed VIP didn't exactly set a good first impression among the other campers. While Kenji's status may have been a little misguided, his character matured, and by the end of the show, was an important part of the friend group. Presumably still dating Brooklyn, the last time we saw Kenji he was living with Darius and was good friends with Darius's older brother Brandon. While the larger-than-life and self-proclaimed alpha male of the group likely would rather not see dinosaurs again, his love for his fellow ex-campers and his close relationship with the Bowman family means he will likely be along for whatever adventure Darius gets hooked into. We can't forget that his father, Daniel Kahn, was the president of Manticore, and while he was arrested, the Kahn family were and likely still are somehow tied to the current world of genetic engineering, even if it's just baggage that ends up following Kenji around. There are multiple ways for Kenji to become tied to the story again, and we bet he'll be making a comeback in Chaos Theory.
What's good, Brooklanders? It's your girl Brooklyn, coming at you from the best place ever, Camp Cretaceous.
We made a case for Brooklyn's return in our last video, and we really do believe she will return in Chaos Theory. The last time we saw the famous vlogger, she was doing her thing and investigating the rumors about the strange happenings at Lockwood Manor. No stranger to mysteries, Brooklyn may have first appeared to the group as a vain caricature of herself, obsessed with getting the best shot and ensuring every moment was captured on her cell phone instead of living in that moment. But when things went south at camp and survival became the priority, Brooklyn was able to move past the hold her social media stardom once had on her. The final season saw her begin dating Kenji, and as we said before, from our understanding, this hasn't come to an end. Given the cliffhanger epilogue of Camp Cretaceous, we believe Chaos Theory's story will be triggered by Brooklyn's investigation, and that she will be the catalyst for the other characters to join whatever it is she has stumbled upon.
That's surprising.
Didn't see that coming.
Speaking of relationships, 2 unlikely campers ended up together, Yasmina and Sammy. At first introductions, these two couldn't be more different. and those differences first manifested as tension. Yasmina had spent most of her childhood years competing in athletic events and therefore had missed opportunities to make any real friendships. However, her time with the other campers helped her character open up, and she, like all of them, became a vital part of the group. Likewise, the gregarious Sammy was full to the brim with enthusiasm. That enthusiasm at first put her at odds with the closed-off Yaz, and she struggled in her friendships with the other campers once they realized she had been sent to the island to spy for Manticore. Through the 5 seasons of the show, she bonded and earned the trust with the other campers and found a particular bond with Yasmina. Both evolved with the help of each other and ended up finding romance among the crisis surrounding them. If Yasmina is going to appear in Chaos Theory, then you can bet that Sammy will too, and vice versa. And given Sammy's family was blackmailed by the genetics company Manticore, and while the debt is cleared, and Sammy's woes of her family's farm's financial issues are indeed over, she may still be a person of interest to unsavory characters. One way or another, we believe these two characters will make an appearance in the show, especially as they love a good mystery.
Can't say I can relate, but I'm glad you had a good time.
And last, but certainly not least, Ben might have started the show as the most sensitive and shy member of the group, but his time spent alone on Isla Nublar toughened him up into a survivalist, who also befriended the Ankylosaurus Bumpy. The last time we saw him, Ben was interning with Dr. May Turner on Manticore Island and is seen alongside Bumpy. By the time Chaos Theory rolls around, his interning might be complete, but we believe it would be hard to get him away from the islands, and of course Bumpy having more than adjusted to island life. Ben is not one to miss out on an adventure, and his connection to dinosaurs rivals only Darius. There is no doubt he will be back in Chaos Theory and will likely help the rest of the campers with whatever Brooklyn's investigation is.
So let's go out there and, survive!
Why not? We can at least try.
Ultimately, it really does seem logical that all of the Camp Cretaceous alumni will return in the show. There is good enough reason for them to all get wrapped up in whatever chaos might be happening in the world, thanks to the outbreak that we see in Lockwood Manor, and the friends all likely want an excuse to reunite. So who else from the show do we think will reappear? Chaos Theory will likely introduce us to a world of new characters, but we think there's some scope for some of these other Camp Cretaceous favorites to appear once again. Dave and Roxy. The titular characters and Camp Cretaceous counselors Dave and Roxy were present in the first season of Camp Cretaceous, but didn't appear again until the very final season. Many fans had been hoping these characters would play more of a role in the series, and with Chaos Theory now on the horizon, maybe they will. It's possible that after their time spent on the island and with the various things they encountered, these two might want to be involved with the mainland dinosaur outbreaks, or perhaps are unintentionally dragged into these events. Dave and Roxy's experience on Isla Nublar and knowledge of InGen and Jurassic World give them a good reason to help the ex-campers in dealing with whatever they get wrapped up in, so we might be seeing them again in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Dr. Henry Wu. The character of Dr. Wu first appeared in the very first Jurassic Park and later made his on-screen return in 2015's Jurassic World. He became a staple of the world movies, appearing in both Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. Responsible for the chaos that ensued at Jurassic World and ultimately partially responsible for everything that came later, there is plenty of reasons for this scientist to make a return. Dr. Wu made multiple appearances in Camp Cretaceous along its 5-season run, appearing at first in the lab the campers visit in the first season, and later returning to the island to retrieve crucial DNA. While not exactly the friendliest to the campers, his involvement with the proceedings happening away from the dinosaur island gives his character plenty of reasons to return in Chaos Theory. There are certain gaps in the timeline that we think Chaos Theory will tap into, and it only lays a canvas for Dr. Henry Wu to appear once again. This could perhaps showcase how he ended up working for Lewis Dodgson at Biosyn. We mentioned earlier that Ben was interning at Manticore Island when we last saw him, and he was alongside Dr. May Turner, who first appeared in Season 4. A behavioral paleo-neurobiologist contracted by Manticore, her involvement with the dinosaurs may take her beyond the scope of her work on the island and make her a crucial part of the global issues that the world now faces. Her close connection with Ben certainly paves the path for her to get dragged into whatever adventure the New Blast 6 are now facing. And finally, Lewis Dodgson first appeared in Jurassic Park back in 1993, and the character made his reappearance in Camp Cretaceous, closely followed by Jurassic World Dominion. His appearance in Camp Cretaceous showed us where and how he retrieved the Barbasol canister that we see sitting on his shelf in the Biosyn headquarters, and we also learn more about his interest in emerging technology and proprietary information. We think there's a strong case for Lewis Dodgson to return in Chaos Theory. The show will likely take us to a time frame that sits between Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, and a lot happened between those movies. The evolution of Biosyn as a company and the creation of many dinosaurs we see in Dominion opens a great avenue for his return, and perhaps we can even see them pillaging Isla Sorna for its dinosaur denizens.
Cycle. Break off a stray from the herd and push him to the right.
There's a good enough reason for many Camp Cretaceous characters to return in Chaos Theory, but who do you want to see again? Would you like all of the campers to return, or would you rather the show focus on a smaller group, or even introduce us to all new characters? We'll be learning more about Jurassic World Chaos Theory very soon, but until then, share your thoughts down below in the comments, and thanks for checking out this video.